Okay? Hindi niya na iaakyat kay division para si division na magawa ng resolution. Dapat siya na agad yung magawa. Okay? So, a monitoring and evaluation system that is useful for the school, meaning for the school head, for the teachers, and even for the communities. Okay? Then we will set up another M&E system on the division level that is useful for whom?
Teachers, schools,
For the division that is useful for?
the schools.
No, for you.
The schools
For
also.
you. Yung school, ito yun si school.
Oh.
Okay? Yung sa division, useful for you kasi may accountabilities kayo eh. Ang accountabilities nyo, you need to ensure that the schools are performing. So you need to be able to have an own M&E system that will tell you which school is not performing and which school needs help. Okay? Okay? So focus on performance of schools and learning centers. That's the focus. And this is actually for you for the division. Okay? Who are the schools who needs our most support? Baka mamaya, yung bibigyan natin ng support, pare-parehong school lang. Ha? Ito yung tinatawag na equitable demand-driven. Okay? Equitable distribution of services. Okay? Demand-driven services. Needs-based. Kasi magkakaiba ng need. Yung need ni multi-grade, magkaiba na yan kay central school. So dapat yun, iba na yung assistance natin. Okay? For us to be able to do that, we need to set up an M&E system that will allow you to do that. Okay? For the region, assess relevance, delivery, and efficacy of policies and programs. Yan naman si region ang focus niya. Okay? Kasi yung mandate ni region is actually to customize, to indigenize policies, to make sure that a policy, a program will work in this context. Okay? So meaning, when the region does its monitoring and evaluation and it goes down at the division and school level, the region is actually assessing the program. It just so happened, kayo yung interview, kayo yung observe. What is being observed is actually yung program, how are you applying it? These are their understanding of the program. Oops, pali, we need to revise it at our level. Ganun ang magiging song and dance number. Okay? Then the central is actually the entire system. Okay? So we will set up a monitoring and evaluation system per level. Useful per level. Okay? Useful kada isang level. Dahil kaya ang tawag dito, may kanya-kanya ngayong form siya. Hindi kailangan pare-pareho sila ng forms. Kasi, di ba? May not be useful in other level. Okay? But we need to ensure, kahit magkakaibang system sila, mag-uusap silang lahat. Okay? Like total, I used just a line. Okay? I didn't use an arrow going up. Okay? I didn't use an arrow going up because if I use an arrow going up, ibig sabihin lang nun, communication pataas lang. So dapat two-way yan. But sa division M&E, dapat meron din feedback sa school. Sa school ang feedback na yung education. Okay? So yun po yung set up natin under with technical assistance coming from Now specifically, let me be more specific to the technical assistance. Ano po yung gagawin natin in the next 12 months? Okay? Yung proposal coming from the next 12 months. Number one is actually to do the baseline. Okay? We will be doing the baseline. Ito po yung unang gagawin, yung baseline. We will be doing an inventory of M&E practices and then skills. Okay? Why do we need to do that? We feel that there are good practices as well as not so good practices. Ayaw naman namin mag-introduce lang ng something, okay, na ito yung iniisip namin, ayun pala may maganda ng practice sa baba. Okay? As much as possible, we want to use that good practice. Okay? And we will be adopting some of the practices introduced under
May pa
Stride.
yung gamit na technology mo.
Okay, we will be introducing some of those. Okay? So, inventory of enemy practices and skills. Okay, we will assess together, we will train the region, assess the DEDP in the context of using it for monitoring and evaluation. Diba? Sabi natin kanina, very important in monitoring and evaluation are the plans. Okay? So, paano naman yung tignan yung plano to ensure that these are actually useful for monitoring and evaluation? So, we will be looking at the education plans. Okay? And then let's see how useful are they in terms of doing monitoring and evaluation work. So, division then, in terms of looking at the SIP, if the SIPs are like this, are these documents useful for us as a basis, as a scope for monitoring and evaluation? Okay. Second, we will also look at the M&E practices per PTA. PTA yung PAPS. Diba? May mga kanya-kanyang division coordinator kada program. And the likelihood that each program coordinator, each of you having different practices is very high. Tama? Minsan it is dependent kung sino yung coordinator din sa national. Okay? So we want to look at also the practices dun sa per program. Kunwari kung DORC ba yan, kung NISOSA yan, kung e-card yan. Ano yung practice ng monitoring and evaluation? Okay? It is possible that ako yung ES, tatlo yung hawak ko ng programa, it's also possible na magkakaiba yung M&E process ko yan. Sa tatlo na yun, na programa. Kasi dependent dun sa kausap ko na center. So we want to take a look at that. We want to document those things also. Okay? We want also to do a baseline in terms of how are you tracking the resources. Kasi we're seeing data at the national level na sinasabi 1:1. Pero pagpunta ko sa mga schools, hindi naman. So, saan medyo na saan nababag down yung information. And then your use of the information systems. Information systems are here to come. It is now our reality. Okay? Whether you like it or not, you have to use it. So we are doing a baseline on that one so that we will be able to determine ano yung capability building also on this one. Okay? So yun po. When it comes now to baseline, what we're going to do is that we will be using this as our framework. Ang tawag po namin dito progress markers. Okay? We're using 8 progress markers. Okay? 8 progress markers from non-existent to sustain. Okay? Progress markers, it depicts a roadmap. Okay? It will tell you, okay, pag nagawa tayo ng baseline, nasaan ngayon si division o nasaan ngayon si region. Okay? It will tell us. Okay? So when we do the baseline, okay, we will be able to determine nasaan level na yun tayo. Okay? So we use 8 progress markers. Non-existent, reactive, rudimentary, purposive, develop, enforce, align, and then sustain. Kung malaman namin kung wari nasa number 2 kayo, then our intervention now will be to bring you now to purposive and develop. Siyempre, tatalan natin sa rudimentary. That makes sense. Okay? So let's look at the progress markers one by one. Non-existent. Ito yung wala talaga. Bara-bara lahat. Let's put bara-bara in Tagalog. Free for all. Free for all. Absence of any process, very informal way of doing things. Okay? Second reactive step. There is a monitoring and evaluation practice or process, but it is actually dependent on the personality. It is very dependent on a project event, on a program. Nandun na wala na yung program, wala na rin yung practice. Doon na-promote na yung SDS, o nalipat si SDS, na wala na rin yung practice. Yung mga ganun po ito, ang nangyayari. Okay? Number 3 is rudimentary. There is a practice, there is a process, pero conceptually, or technically medyo deficient. Okay? There is a process, there is a practice, pero technically deficient, conceptually deficient. So we will classify it as rudimentary.